Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien coming to you live from TFNN. We got the S&Ps record territory in the last few minutes, 63.35. S&Ps do it again. We make another record intraday. We're up by almost 0.4% right now, up 22 points, trading at 63.30. NASDAQ 100 trailing a bit. You talk about a little volatility. Yesterday, you get a roller coaster. Today, you get it in the reverse direction. As in yesterday, you spike higher, you give it back. Today, you spike lower on the open. Right into the lows at 10 a.m. this morning when I was getting off the air. And since then, we've clawed basically it all back. We're right where we were at 8:45 a.m. this morning. NASDAQ 100, though, only index currently in the red, down by 16 points. Dow plowing higher, up by 269 points, or 0.6%, 44,987 in the Russell. Up by 0.75%, or 17 points to 2285. And yeah, as I was talking about on that update, how about Bitcoin, man? Bitcoin having a moment. And it just seems like the moments never stop. Up by 1.7%, $115,000 for one Bitcoin, man. Whew. What went through my mind, I remember buying and selling Bitcoin just to play online poker when Bitcoin's at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. Going back a ways, my goodness. But yeah, as I mentioned in that update, this acceleration, 1-to-1, brings you to 131,000. And what's cool here is you take a look at Bitcoin, okay? Percentage-wise, that pullback we had, like an exact 618, right? I did the 1-to-1 here, but if you take a look at the blue lines in terms of how deep that pullback was from where we were September prior to the election at 50,000, you trade up to 110, you pull back to the 618, and we're plowing higher past the B point right now. This is breaking to the to A to B, C to D, man. 131,000. We got 17,000 to the upside. And that might not take long the way Bitcoin can trade sometimes. Okay, we jump to yields. You got the 10-year right now, about 4.35%. 111.05, negative by 5 ticks. And yeah, the dollar finding a little bit of a bottom. We popped to 97.92 this morning. We're trading at 97.64 right now on that dollar. We check out gold. Considering the pop, gold handling things relatively well. As in, you've had a little bit of strength in the dollar. We were approaching, you back this up a little bit further. Yeah, when you had yields hitting about 4.19%. And since then, we're just off a bit. Gold handling things well. 33.32 right now, up by $12 on the session. You jump over to silver right now. There you go. Look at silver up by 2.5%, man. Okay, silver's breaking highs right now. Look at this thing. And silver, okay, could be doing an A to B, C to D, bringing it to $42. You got your B point out here in October. You pull back into the end of the year. And yeah, that high out there was 35.07. Okay. We hit 35.50 in March. But then look how you broke above it in June. When you break to a high of 36.51, you close at 36.13. That's how you break above the B point. Wide price spread, expanding volume. So silver's breaking out, man. Silver's heading at 42. Check out the silver stocks. First Majestic up by 1% right now. Heckle up by 1%. Some of the gold stocks catching a bit. Harmony barely in the green. You get the XAU about 0.8% in the positive. And the XAU and HUI both just finishing up a 1-to-1 right now. We'll talk to our man Tim Ord at 3:30. We'll talk to him about some gold equities as well in that gold market. So we jump to crude. Back to a daily. And yeah, crude trading lower today. We hit this ceiling at about $68.50, $69. Right now we're down by $1.50 to $66.88 for the price of crude. And let's go over to copper. So, copper pushing higher, up by 13 pennies. Now, we've been chopping around here since last night, basically, in this 560 area. Basically, that's right where we spiked to initially on Tuesday on that news. And yeah, that's where we'll kick it off, man. Brazilian assets roiled by those tariffs. Volatility in Brazilian assets soared as traders assess the end game. And guess what? Might be coming for coffee, might be coming for some beef. And we'll see. And yeah, the real, of course. And yeah, politics merged with everything, but you better believe it, man. And everything, whether it's the assets there, but you're talking about copper, you're talking about everything in there. All right, so Bitcoin option prices, option traders, they're pushing it to 120,000. Well, I just told you. I think it's going to 131, man. All right, we're at 114,000 right now, but you pull it up, and yeah, Bitcoin extends record run. Option traders are targeting 120,000. Call options concentrated between 115 and 120. Well, guess what? We're already at 115, not quite, 114 and 175. But yeah, they're looking for some more upside, and I guess when this was written, it was at about 113,000. But yeah, so you got a concentration of those options. Longer term options expiring in late September and December. How about 140 to 150,000? Is it ever going to stop? Is that how this works? I'm not sure that's how it works. But one thing that's always out there that doesn't quite make sense is that you can use fractions of a Bitcoin for transactions. So at some point, you're going to be able to fractionalize it. Why have the demand for... Anyway. All right. Can't help but dig into that one, man. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, 131,000. This thing moves in waves, man, and it is moving with some strength right now. As I said, you're breaking above that B point. That's a weekly. You put it back to a daily. Yeah, even right now, the way you're breaking above. Strong volume yesterday. So Bitcoin, 114,000 per Bitcoin. Not bad. All right, we jump over to Amazon. Amazon Prime Day today. Holding up pretty well. You're just chopping around. You trade lower. What was that on? Tuesday, you rip lower on Amazon. There's your volatility. And yeah, we get back some of it today with Amazon shares down by 32 pennies. You jump over to Walmart shares down by $1.78, 1.8% for Walmart. Target to the flip side up by 3.1%. We're going to talk a little bit rotation. That's a great way segment. We're going to talk some rotation. As we got a great article ready, folks, talking about the laggards. Well, we got a rotation, man. Market rotation. Shiners. We'll talk about it. We'll be right back.